Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing just peachy today, and welcome to our 9th AGS meeting. We have plenty to go over, but we will be starting with our guest speaker today, Claudia from Be the Match.
Hi,
for a warm welcome.
Thank you for letting me crash your meeting today for at least 15 minutes. For those of you that don't know who I am, there we are. There we go. So I am a community engagement specialist with Icla de Silva Foundation, specifically for Be the Match. We're the largest national recruitment network partner for Be the Match. And what we do is we work with patients that are battling blood cancers, such as leukemia, lymphoma, diseases like sickle cell anemia. And when these patients don't have a match in their family to receive a life-saving donation, they turn to us, the National Registry of Volunteer Donors who are willing to donate either peripheral blood stem cells or marrow to patients that are in need. Obviously, it's a life-saving opportunity for anyone who does join the registry. And so we raise awareness out in the community and in hopes of increasing our registry, especially within ethnically diverse, people with ethnically diverse backgrounds, because being Latina, Hispana, we're underrepresented on the registry. So we're always looking to grow our registry and add more of ethnically diverse to help our own community, right? So thank you guys for having me today. And so the purpose really of me being here today is to raise that awareness and to allow you to be part of the registry. If you're not already registered, you can complete the registration today. It's a simple process, and also for me to answer any questions that you may have regarding, right, the registry and the process and what it entails. So if you guys are interested in joining the registry today, I believe that you guys are getting some service hours for doing that. So it's a great way to get some service hours in and be part of a great cause, right? You may be someday a lifesaver. Someone's may depend on you, and you may hold the cure within you to help a specific individual. So any questions so far before I get a little bit into more detail about how that all works? No? No questions?
No, I really want to know how it works.
Okay, awesome. All right. So like I said, right, so when patients don't have a match within their family to receive either a blood stem cell or marrow, they turn to us, okay? So only about 30% of the time, patients have a match within their family, which is kind of strange, right? You would think that a family member would be the closest one genetically to that individual, but that's not the case. Only about 30% of the time within their family, they will find someone. So 70% of the time, doctors turn to the National Registry to find an unrelated donor, someone that's not related to this individual, but that matches genetically to this individual. So, and it's all based on the human leukocyte antigen. Don't expect you guys to remember that, but it's really your genetic trait, right? And what makes you. And because of that, and that is how we match patients with donors based on genetic trait. So the likelihood of you matching a patient from your own ethnicity is higher. And yeah, so the way we determine that and how that works is you register to be on the registry, and then it's a digital registration. Once you complete that registration, Be the Match will send you or mail you a swab kit, okay? And then that swab kit, you will then complete the swab of your cheeks. It's a simple swab that you do, and then you put it in the mail, send it back to the registry, and they will test that for your genetic type, and they will store that. And if ever there's a patient in need that matches your genetic, your HLA, they will contact you and let you know, hey, you match a patient that's in need of a blood stem cell. are you still willing to move forward with donating and saving a life, right? Or making a difference. So you decide at that time if you still want to continue. If so, they will then have you go in for a physical and blood work, make sure that you're healthy enough to donate, right? And if so, then they will go with the process of, scheduling you for the donation. And they do a really good job at just, moving you through the process. Everything is covered by Be the Match. There's no cost for you at all. You're already volunteering to save a life. So everything's taken care of for you. If you need to take time off from work, or you need to travel, or you need to take, driving and mileage, everything, they pay for that. So all that is covered. So, and they'll allow for a companion to come with you. That's if you have to fly to where the donation is taken. So all that is covered. Your privacy is totally confidential, right? So they maintain your swab kit and your DNA separate from your personal information. So when you complete the registration, you're doing it through the phone, a digital registration. And the way they identify it is through the swab once you receive it. Okay, you're given like a code. And then when it's stored, it's your personal information stored separately from the swab. So, and we don't allow any government agencies to have access to this. No one has access to this. So it's only used for the purpose of identifying you with a patient in need. So your information is not disclosed to no government agencies or anybody else. Okay. Any questions? Are we good? I think I see.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Questions. Okay.
I was drinking water.
All right. So if you guys want to join today and register and receive some service hours, in the chat, I went ahead and posted that how you can do that. You can text the name Angel to the number 61474 to join. And then you will then follow the link that will be sent to you. This is through your text message, okay? And you will follow the link that is sent to you. It will take you straight to the registry, and you will then just click on join the registry when you're there, complete the information, and just select the button that says, I am not at an event, right? And would like the swab kit mailed to me. And you'll receive that swab kit within 3 to 7 days. And then you just, complete the swab at home, and you just put it in the mail, right? And we'll receive it. So if you guys want to register, go ahead and you can start doing that right now as I speak. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer any questions. But so yeah, text Angel to 61474 and just send it. They'll send you a link, click on that link, and then you complete the registration. Any questions? No?
Hello, Claudia.
Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna explain the service hours a little bit more, really quickly. If that's all right. Okay. For those people that are interested in this servicing and signing up, you'll be receiving the 10 service hours, which is equivalent to a blood donation. And all you do is send me a photo evidence, so screenshot, and I'll input those 10 hours. And you'll be helping out someone. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And just also, while you guys are doing that, if you can just put it in the chat, started the registration so we can kind of keep track on who's doing it. And maybe you even turn on the cameras and just share, right, here's my screenshot of I completed it. That's another way, that you guys can verify, right, that it was done. But just for those that are maybe questioning or wanting to know the likelihood of you going to donate. Just because you're registering doesn't mean that you're going to donate to someone, right? The odds are only one. You have one chance out of 430 people that you will be called. And even then, if you get called, that you're a match doesn't even mean that you're going to donate, because they still have to go through the whole process, right? So really, it's about 1 person out of 2,000 that will actually donate. So the chances of you even getting called or donating, it's very slim again, but just know that if you do get a call, it means that you're that very special person that has an opportunity to make a difference in someone's life, right? These patients are pretty much at their last hope for a cure and survival. There's no other cure other than a blood stem cell donation or marrow donation. And so they've exhausted every other means medically with their doctors. They've gone through treatments, chemotherapy, radiation, to see if that would help. And if that doesn't, their last resort is, finding a match, that someone who can help them out. And sometimes patients that are searching the registry for a match that are in need of a donor, they don't have anybody on their registry. So not every patient has the opportunity to be saved to find a donor. And that is because there's not enough of us on the registry, right? And you would think, well, 22 million people is a lot, because we have 22 million people on the registry. But even then, there's patients that with 22 million people on the registry, they still can't find their lifesaver. So that's why it's so important to at least be on the registry. You never know what, how you can impact someone's lives, right? And live to see it. They're not taking, and this is not an organ donation, you guys. They're not taking nothing from you that your body's not going to regenerate, right? So those of you who've donated blood in the past, they didn't take blood and you were left with less, right? It's something that your body regenerates, something that your body regenerates. So it's not where you're donating an organ. They are not cutting you open, taking anything out. It's not like that type of surgery. It's so just for those that are curious, a blood stem cell donation is where they have one needle in one arm and a needle in the other. They extract the blood out of your arm. They filter it through a machine. And what that machine does is they extract the healthy blood stem cells, right? They extract the healthy blood stem cells and then what's needed for the patient. And then they return your blood, your plasma, red cells, the remaining of your blood, they return it through the other arm. So you're getting back what you need, right? You're not left with anything. And those cells that they've extracted from you, your body's just regenerating, okay? And so they're not taking anything from you. And you get to watch Netflix and eat while this whole process is going on. So you're awake and you're able to have a companion with you, and you guys can sit there for a few hours and watch Netflix or a movie, whatever. So it's not what a lot of people portray it to be, right? It's not as scary as what people, movies and theater, they just exaggerate and what it's like, and it's nothing like that. I mean, so far, any questions? Let me see. No, okay, perfect. I know there's a few of you guys starting. And then once you, if you have any questions through the registration process, let me know. And just make sure that you've selected the one that says, I am not at an event and I want the swab kit mailed to me, okay? And then at the end, you should get like a I'm committed picture, like a sign, and where you've completed it. And that's, I think, the one that Angel, right, needs to see to confirm that you've completed the registration, so then you can receive your service hours, which equals to a blood donation. See, and we're not even taking blood from you, right? You're just registering. And I'm always available. Okay, thank you guys for having me. You guys have a great rest of your meeting, okay?
Thank you, Claudia. You too.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you
care. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Wasn't that wonderful? All right, moving on with our meeting. I really hope that you guys also sign up for that. It sounds like a great opportunity to save lives. So for the rest of our meeting, we have a bunch of things to go over today. We already went through our guest speaker. We will now be going into board position presentations. Then we'll also be going over our contact information, a bit of spring convention that happened last week, and finally just going over requirements for scholarship applications. So we have a fruitful number of board positions available, and I'm sure you'll find them very appealing.
Nice. Hey everybody, it's your current VP of fundraising here. So the VP of fundraising position will be open for the fall 2021 semester. So look out, it's up to grabs for everybody, of course. So like some of the responsibilities, just to know what you'd be getting into if you're interested in this position, is brainstorming and providing club members the fundraising opportunities so then they can get those hours. You got to log all the fundraising hours on Viking Engagement and accept them, as well as on a separate master list that we compose pretty much every semester. And that's just for like recollection and to also be sent to our advisor for the scholarship application. And then you definitely, it's not exactly a responsibility, but it's definitely advised that you're always in contact with your treasurer to confirm purchases and collect evidence and whatnot. It's very highly recommended. I've made this mistake before, but I not anymore. And that is the position. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much, Trevor. So again, that's VP of fundraising. Next up's our technology coordinator.
Hi guys, it's Miguel here, your current technology coordinator for this semester. For those of you who are unaware, the technology coordinator position will also be open for fall of 2021 because I'll be applying for a different position next semester. And I believe, I was gonna say, tech geeks that are interested in using their talents to assist the AGS community, I do hope that you guys consider taking this position. Some of the more straightforward duties of this position is assisting members and applicants with like tech questions. So that's just from, using basic social media apps to get in contact with us, sending in their applications, or just basic troubleshooting overall. You're also responsible for, or at least currently responsible for editing and posting the videos on the AGS YouTube channel. So that involves posting them and editing the meetings or any workshops that we might have or any other important AGS information. And then one of the more fun and more broad responsibilities of the technology coordinator is brainstorming tech ideas that is better overall helps the AGS community. So for example, as tech coordinator myself this semester, I revamped the AGS Discord and added like a lot of features to help incentivize people to participate and make it overall easier for new members to get their information if they were to utilize the Discord. And that's just one of the many opportunities that you would have as technology coordinator. If you're more familiar with different apps or if you have different ideas in regards to what you'd like to improve, yeah, you'd be happy. AGS would be happy to see you express yourself as tech coordinator. And yeah, please think about it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So it's great to stay in touch and become active in the AGS community. I love these puns. Aren't you glad you came here? Our Discord is AGS Hangout Time. There's a Discord link that we always provide. Our email is always agsk.lbcc@gmail.com. That's the best way to reach us for especially like service evidence and other various things. So we appreciate your feedback. So please contact us there. And for Instagram, it's your line to shine. Be a part of our Kappa member spotlight with a featured story on our Instagram stories. So feel free to reach out to us there. And we'll now be touching upon our spring convention. We had multiple members show up. I'm so happy that people were able to. And I don't know if okay, Vanessa's here. Vanessa, would you like to go over your favorite memory and some workshops you attended?
Yeah, so the two workshops that I went was first I went to the transfer processing one, and then I went to the go-getter scholar. So it was very informational, and it was something that I appreciated from coming to this spring convention. I like took notes and everything, something that I'll take with me, especially like considering that I'm going to be a transfer student and as a go-getter myself. So, and my favorite memory is, it has to be the cheers. It has to be. It was like everyone had their own creativity like going on and all. So it was fun. had a great time. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I really appreciated you showing up early in the morning while Maria and I were panicking, trying to figure out a cheer for AGS-Kappa. It's great. We're going to have to start our next meeting with it because I'm not willing to do it just yet, but we'll be sharing more about AGS Spring Convention in the coming weeks. So thank you so much. Now we're going on to some of our more common questions. So transcript notation requirements have been consistent this semester, but it's different between semesters. So service this semester is 10 hours required, 2 hours of fundraising completed, and 7 meetings attended for transcript notation. If you're ever confused where you're ranking on that, especially regarding meeting attendance, feel free to reach out to Jessica Tang, our lovely VP of membership. For fundraising, reach out to Trevor, and for service, reach out to Angel. Continuing on, for scholarship requirements, for any progress in this, again, please reach out to Jessica. In general, like some people have hit the fundraising hours requirements, some people have hit the fundraising and service, but ultimately you need all 3 to be eligible for scholarships. So that's 10 meetings attended, 20 service hours, and 5 fundraising hours. Please go contact any of the members that I mentioned before through either Discord or through email to see where you're at. Continuing on, I will be giving this off to Angel, our VP of Service.
Hello, everyone. So for today, I picked out 3 virtual volunteering opportunities I thought you guys might enjoy. That being tutoring for elementary students, reading books to urban kids, and then listening to them read, and calling your seniors. And so all these are flexible schedules, and below are the links. And for those people that are more interested in in-person, disclaimer, if you do decide to go in person, we cannot be held liable if you do get sick. So that's just FYI. But if you are interested, these are some of the events which I thought were interesting and could help people and that were easy and accessible. A lot of them have to do with food drives, and below are the times and the dates that they take place and the links. So I hope you
As
guys
always, thank you so much, Angel. We do not, personally recommend going out and doing service. That is all up to you, your own discretion. So if you're interested, here are some options. But of course, we encourage you to do whichever service you're comfortable with and submitting it for hours for us.
And for those of you looking to look at this information at a later date, we'll be posting these slides in the Discord, or you could send a message to the AGS email and we'd be happy to supply it for you.
And now we'll be going on to some of the juicy events going on soon. Edgar is...
Yes, hi.
Go ahead.
So we have some events coming up finally after a long time. So we have a bunch of study sessions coming up starting today at 5:30 to 7 on our Discord on the events section, events text section, and that's going to happen today, tomorrow, same time. Also, movie night coming up this Saturday, April 24th, starting 6 p.m. The movie is going to be Soul it's on Disney, and I heard not a lot of people has seen it, so I thought, why not? Let's just watch it. And so that's going to happen. And also the next study session is going to be next week, starting Monday, 5:30 to 7, same time, same place. And it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's it for me.
Thank you so much, Edgar. So just as a final recap, guys, we're halfway done with the semester already. You got this. You've been doing so well. And thank you so much for joining us today. Stay fresh. And I believe the final slide I'll be giving to Stephen.
So this will conclude the meeting. Thank you for everyone who came today. And you're free to go, but before you split, we will be playing some games after the meeting. I have a feeling it's going to be very sweet. You'd be kind of bananas to miss it.
Thank you so much. The meeting's over.
I love that. Yes.